Hello everyone, welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean Collins, and helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So it's that time again. It's your monthly tarot readings for your North Node for June 2021. And remember, as always, watch two videos. I want you to watch one for your North Node by sign and one for your North Node by house. And keep in mind, if you would like a personal consultation reading, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you're new to the channel and don't know what your North Node is or what it's all about, there's going to be a couple of videos linked in the description box below. So let's get started for this month. Okay, so this is going to be your monthly tarot reading for June 2021 for everybody with their North Node in Aquarius and or the 11th house. So I'm going to connect to the energies and then we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so the spread over on this side of the table represents the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th. And then this side of the table represents the second half of the month to the 16th on. So what I'm seeing big time with the overall energy for you North Nodes in Aquarius and or the 11th house, that would mean that your South Nodes in Leo and or the 5th house, okay? I get this energy of like you're raring to go, like a racehorse that is ready for the bell to ring and the gate to open, and it's like, and it makes sense with everything that is going on. We have, summer is coming up here and we've got, things are opening up again. And so, you're raring to go. And I feel like the way that you want to use this energy is, I feel like a lot of you are on top of things, but this is really a time to tap into your creativity in your life. Now, what does that mean? That means using your creativity to find solutions in your life. Now, what I'm feeling for a lot of you is that you have creativity, and with this South Node in Leo and or the 5th house, you've got a lot of you have a lot of emotional power. And what you want to be careful of is not pushing forward with this energy, like bursting forward emotionally in any way, but you want to temper it or like tame it down. How you want to focus your creativity is, I'll show you one of the cards here on the spread, the Magician here, okay? The Magician is master of all the elements, not only cups, emotions, water, and not only wands, fire, and creativity, okay? But it's also, air swords, the intellect, using your head, planning, your analytic abilities, okay? And also earth, practicality, making solid plans, moving forward in a steady way. So what's going on here is that this is about you taking that amazing creative energy, because one of your gifts, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, okay? One of your superpowers and your gifts is your creativity. And in this lifetime, what happens is that you have to make sure it's tempered and used intelligently. And this is a time, like, I feel like how it's misused a lot of times. How it's misused is it's used over and over in the same way. So, for example, let's say you've used your creativity in, like, 1, 2, 3 different ways on a regular basis. But what you want to do is look at new ways to use that. So, like, think of, okay, I've got this problem that I want to solve. Let me try to, like, instead of pushing forward, emotionally or with just sheer power, like willpower, maybe I'll try to analyze it in a different light, like a new perspective. Maybe I'll try to approach any sort of a thing, if you're trying to build a business, if you're trying to move forward in a relationship, or if you're trying, like, use the creativity in different ways. That's what creativity is. It's not like, okay, I have like 3 or 4 or 5 different ways I can use creativity. It's like using it in a new way. And so it could be something as simple as, for example, you know what? Wow, maybe if I can move forward on this, instead of trying to use willpower, wands, fire, instead of trying to use emotions, heart, why not use earth energy? So what would that look like? Maybe if I tweaked my schedule a bit, because that's what earth energy is, it, rules like schedules and, responsibilities and whatnot. So it's like maybe just adjusting something on that level, excuse me, the way you approach your daily, activities. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. You're like, well, that's boring. Like, that's not sexy. I mean, you know what I mean? But, like, that's the thing, is because we all have certain ways, all of us use our creativity. But, sometimes using it in a new way, it can become very, very thrilling and exhilarating when you see, like, wow, okay, I just made this little change over here, and I just started using my head more and analyzing something in a different way. I put emotions and, willpower and fiery energy aside for a moment, and I just used my intellect, or I just tweaked my schedule a bit to where I was, working on a different, more practical level. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for you. I also see on a heart note, for those of you that are involved in a romantic relationship. I see that is the energy for most of you is going to be flowing in a good way. Or if you are not in a romantic relationship, I feel like this month there could be some sort of a connection, especially like that first half to middle half of the month. We could see some things there. And then, like, moving on to the second half of the month from the 16th on, yeah, I mean, this makes total sense. I did not even look on this side of the table, but we've got, using, the energy of air and swords, using the intellect. And, that is really, it's going to pay off big time, especially for those of you that are been working on manifesting a lot of changes in your life. You're going to see some really, really big moves forward when you can do that. Now, again, I feel like a lot of you since you have this energy of raring to go, I feel like, you know, it's been long overdue. I know a lot of you have been wanting to, get out, having things go back to normal, being able to, function, going places and doing different things. So I still see that there could be some, delays with that. The other thing too is that if you have been thinking about like kind of furthering your education on something, this is a really good time to do it, because I feel a lot of you are going to be focusing that creative energy into like acquiring new skills or getting educated on something. Okay. But yeah, really, really powerful energy. The other thing too is make sure that throughout all this, especially the second half of the month, you aren't giving too much away. Like a lot of you tend to really wear your heart on your sleeves, and you tend to like give a lot away, and then it's not reciprocated, and you kind of kick yourself like, why did I like open up too soon, or why did I, either give my heart, or why did I put myself out there, and then it's not returned to you. And so I feel like on all levels, like pull back, which is hard. So pull back the reins on that and drop back into what I said, that more practical side, earth pentacle energy, or that sword air energy. And it's really going to help you. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of you that, because of there's this energy of like you've been raring to go, like, okay, let's do this, like you're wanting to manifest things. Don't fall into old patterns, is what I'm trying to say, is don't fall into old patterns as far as like busting out of the gate like a racehorse and being all over the place. Like hold back and plan out a strategy of when to move and when to plan and when to adjust movements. Okay. And I feel like if you do that, like there's really a lot of positive things that can come to you this month. So anyway, I hope this reading resonated with you and that it connected with you. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing, helping me grow the channel. Much love, much appreciation. Talk to you soon.